Hola guys, ¿qué paso? What's going on? This is Hala Pablo. Welcome to another Bitcoin analysis video. Let's see where we are today. We're still looking bearish. Bearish, bearish, bearish. There's blood in the forecast. There's been blood. I think we're going to have a berry Christmas, a berry Crashmas. Ha 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 ha. I know, that was pretty cheesy, right? But definitely it's going to be a red Christmas unless something catastrophic happens to reverse this bearish bias. But we see here, real quick, this won't be a long video. I don't have much time to spend with you guys today. But we see these series of distribution, redistribution ranges. This one not so much. This one could have been the start of a rising wedge. Certainly we see the rising wedge here. And certainly we see a rising wedge here. Hey, if you guys are getting anything out of this technical analysis, I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're into just this no bullshit analysis. And it'll help these videos get more on the algorithm so people can find them easier. These like new traders, I think it's important that new traders learn how to trade properly from the beginning so they don't have to relearn a bunch of stuff, and it just cuts down the chances of getting wrecked in the beginning, although everyone needs to get wrecked because that's how you learn, right? So but okay, back to the analysis here. So this is our present redistribution range. These are a series of redistributions, and we're in the micro still. I'm going to pull it out to the macro. I'm on the 8-hour, and we see yes, another freaking rising wedge where we are now. However, this one is expanding. This is an expanding wedge. So it's rising, but it's expanding. It's kind of like a reverse symmetrical triangle. The only difference is this is a wedge. And so reverse symmetrical wedges or expanding wedges or rising wedges are particularly bearish. These are like I like to call bearish continuation patterns, basically bears on steroids. Rising wedges in themselves are bearish. But when you have this expansion of supply within intra-wedge, it is even more bearish, because this is the market makers pumping it up. It's basically a scam pump or a U-tab within a wedge, selling into the wedge, hitting the micro trend resistance, and just coming right back down to the support to continue the series of higher lows and higher highs. So we may even see another liquidity grab in this before it just takes a nosedive and capitulates down through the micro trend support, and which is like what we saw happen here up on this one. But this one wasn't expanding. They weren't buttering the bulls so much in this one, so to speak. It was just like a textbook rising wedge pattern. But here, man, they're really going for blood. This is the blood of the bull. See all this red? It's the bull's blood. And the market makers are selling into these into these pullbacks or these intra-wedge retracements. And people who FOMO, the FOMO retail Bitcoin people who don't know any better, are buying this, and they're getting skinned alive within these wedges. And so I think we're just in another continuation. We can expect much of the same with this one that we're at right now. Right now, we are oversold according to the micro in this trend, but that doesn't mean much because we've got a lot of supply coming in. Even though the supply is decreasing on the 8-hour, there's still clear supply predominance in this wedge. Here's another supply predominant. This came out of the selling climax, so we won't really count that. But look, if we go all the way back here to the beginning of this whole range here, this is like one big range we could call. That would be the The resistance and this being the support here. We have clear expansion of supply throughout this entire macro range, which gives the overall bias of this range a bearish bias. So we can just expect it to continue on the micro, because as in the micro, so in the macro, except for one thing. And I want to close with this. Let me remove these drawings and let me go out. Let's do half a day. Let's do a 12-hour, and we'll kind of zoom out, and we'll go back to the all-time high, which was here, 67,000 or whatever it is. Boom, that we had. Was this the all-time high? Yeah, it was. It was. Back about a year ago, a little over a year ago. Since then, of course, we've been in this vicious bear trend, bear cycle. This is the macro now. This would be the macro trend, the macro resistance. And here would be the macro support for this downtrend coming down the side of the mountain, right? And here are the areas where we are oversold, and we are currently oversold. And this coincides, this kind of plays right into where we are in the rising wedge, the rising expanding wedge on the micro. So definitely this is talking about the consensus is we're going down. We're going down. But, and here's the good news real quick. This falling wedge pattern is, on the macro, bullish. Yes, it is bullish. So that's the good news on the long term. So guys, I say all that to say this: take advantage of these prices. There's a lot of fear and FUD swirling around the markets right now, which acts as a catalyst to drive the prices down. All the stuff going on, it's just too numerous to name. All the capitulations. It's been a really bloody bear cycle. And the blood's not over yet. However, on the upside, long term, we're definitely bullish, and these prices will not remain here very long. Now, on the short term, short to mid term, what we can expect as far as retracements go. Let's go to the Fibonacci retracement tool, and I'm just going to draw it off the all-time low, the 15.5. It's not all-time low for this cycle, and the UTAD right here, presumably it's a UTAD, that puts the, okay, so the 1 fib would be like this mitigation. I definitely see us coming back down and remitigating the 15.5, closing out this this liquidity void here. It's already closed it out at this sign of weakness, which came after the selling climax. Basically, the sign of weakness came almost exactly down to the selling climax, so I won't exactly call it a spring. We'll just call it a sign of weakness in the Wyckoffine terms. And then we had this channel going up, and in this channel, we saw the UTAD. We came back down. I see us coming back down, remitigating the 15.5 at the 1 fib, and then perhaps riding this for a while. I don't know if we're going to come back up. We could come back up, bounce off now this would be resistance, the where we are currently, the 16.9 or whatever. And if we come back up, we can mitigate this 21,000 on the kind of like the macro void here. We could see something like this. If we don't, then we're going down to the 1618, I believe. We'll pass this 272 to the 618, and that would bring us down to $13,500 Bitcoin. So that is completely feasible. $13,000 Bitcoin, quite possibly even lower than that, but I don't want to go there right now, but it is possible. We need to see what we do here now at the we're basically at the 0.5 Fibonacci in this range, and we are in a rising expanding wedge. So bearishness. Blood is on the fork. It's going to be a bloody winner. And again, unless something happens, which I don't see right now, we just don't have the freaking demand volume to come back up and mitigate this this area here. So this would be the automatic rally area, the 17.9. Coming back up to 17.9, we would need Herculean demand to just suddenly come in, which would be an anomaly, quite frankly, let alone to come back up and mitigate this 21,000 macro void. So anyway, I think we're going to ride this for a while. We may do like another quick liquidity grab, come back up to the top of this micro rising wedge, and then it's down, and I think it's down conclusively. We're going to come back down, remitigate 15.5, and press our way, pull back even more to the 13.5 in the days, weeks to come. So that's what I got right now. I could be wrong. I don't think I am, but I've been wrong before, but I've been right more than wrong. So it remains to be seen. And hey guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone in the trading group. And hey, if you appreciate solid technical analysis, no bullshit, no shilling, no, none of that stuff. This is just straight technical analysis. I'm here for you. This is the channel for you. You can gain a lot just off these videos. There's a lot of skill that goes into this, and I love to teach people, especially new traders. I prefer new traders because the new traders, they don't have to unlearn a bunch of bad stuff to get the really good Wyckofian volume spread analysis skill. So anyway, I'd appreciate it if you'd like the video. And if you don't like it, go tell me to, go fuck myself. I don't care. Anyway, all right, guys, let me let you go, and I will talk to you soon. And be safe, happy trading, and Merry Christmas. All right, bye-bye.